Sabena, Belgian World Airlines. Sabena is based in Brussels, the heart of Europe, capital of the European Economic Community, center for culture and gastronomic delights, meeting point for the international business world, trendsetter of Western Europe. Sabena demonstrates daily the proof of its reliability, its professionalism, and the hospitality of its service, with regular connections to all major European cities, with nearly 80 worldwide destinations, with daily flights to the United States, including 8 destinations in North America, with connections the same day to all major American cities, leaders in serving the African continent, 3 flights per week to Tokyo, various flights each week to Southeast Asia. We want to improve this extensive network of intercontinental flights still more in 1989, so that the discerning passenger who puts quality first will automatically choose Sabena. Our destinations match the needs of the market, so our passengers will recognize the first-class attention that only Sabena can provide. In economy class, as well as in business and first class. We plan more of these comfortable business class seats in our aircraft. We shall be cooperating even closer with our travel agents and tour operators. We have planned special promotions for frequent flyers. Our personnel are constantly being retrained and upgraded. In other words, we want to prove to the passenger that more than ever, Sabena is the best choice. That is the goal for 1989, that we safeguard our place in the future, that in the future, everyone among us is secure, that all of Sabena, every service, every employee, will try harder to excel again each day in 1989. In 1988, we worked to improve our European network. In 1989, we are going to tackle our intercontinental network. Because the longer the flight, the more the passenger will fly with the airline of his own choice. The important factors that he uses to make this choice are his own comfort and service. That is our strength, but that is where we must become even stronger. Our intercontinental network is important. Our long-distance flights provide 3.5 billion income on top of short-haul flights. Without our long-haul flights, Sabena's income would be reduced some 35%. Sabena does not have the means to be the biggest airline, but we do have the means and the will to become the best airline. Our modern fleet, strategic destinations, well-considered schedules, and personnel who are continually monitoring and improving every aspect of the service to make it better.
Thank you.
We want to be the best at every destination we serve. Less economically justifiable flights will disappear or be taken care of by suitable partners. Interesting destinations will be given more attention. We will increase the number of non-stop flights. Recently, we started to fly 3 flights each week to Tokyo. In 1989, Sabena's international network will hold all the trumps. And we also want to be the best on board. In the first place, this will be a benefit to our passengers and potential customers in business class and first class. They are the regular returning passengers who must become Sabena's loyal customers. They are the trendsetters who exchange information concerning their travel experiences with their colleagues and business contacts. They are the passengers who compare, and in the end, they choose the best. of the customers we want to have, those passengers now must choose Sabena because, with us, they will certainly be treated as privileged passengers. Our cabin crew will know the passenger's name and will show them discerning hospitality.
Mr. and Mrs. Newton?
The redecorated interiors in first class and business class create a warm ambiance for the passenger. Once he has taken his place in his luxurious sleeper seat in first class or his comfortable seat in business class, he will be offered a welcome drink. With his meal, there is a choice from a new cellar of carefully selected wines. First class and business class on Sabena have always been famous for their exceptional meals. These are now even more impressive because in first class, the meals are now prepared in cooperation with award-winning Belgian master chefs, who also advise on the rich variety of menus in business class. Of course, the presentation is improved for such a culinary event. Special treatment for these important passengers begins with their arrival in the airport. At the desk specially reserved for them, they get priority service. Even their luggage is specially handled. The passenger will complete the necessary formalities with a minimum of delay, and then be warmly welcomed by Sabena personnel in the first-class lounge. At several airports in Sabena's Intercontinental network, Sabena has similar lounges for its special guests. The Sabena Service Center is for the use of transit passengers for check-in and for information. The meals on board are served with fine silverware by our personnel who have been trained by 3-star specialists. In other words, the pleasant atmosphere of a real feast. In first and business class, flying with Sabena from now on will be an unforgettable experience, which will charm even the most spoilt traveler. As our privileged guest, the passenger will be presented with a beautiful souvenir, a handcrafted model of an old airplane in first class, a fine example of craftsmanship in business. 2 examples of the exceptional talent of Belgian tinsmiths today. Anyone who still needs to prepare for a meeting while on board can find not only the necessary rest, but also the necessary material for his task. The range of tax-free products available on board are selected to reflect the stylish class of the privileged Sabena passenger. Even after the flight, the Sabena first class and business class passengers' benefits continue. For example, he is given a free luggage cart for his use and a voucher for a fixed-cost taxi trip to the center of Brussels. Sabena does not overlook anything when it comes to the comfort of important passengers. In addition, loyalty to Sabena will be rewarded with a Sabena Air Plus card, which will entitle the holder to all kinds of advantages. For frequent flyers, we are developing interesting formula to seal our friendship. Nothing is too much for Sabena to win over this target group. This passenger is a very important element to the financial health of our airline. This does not mean that Sabena will neglect its economy class passengers. On the contrary, Sabena will never forget that they form the majority. For them, flying will be much more pleasant as well. During the complete flight, all drinks will be free in economy. He will also get current magazines and a large selection of newspapers and weeklies, an interesting, pleasant reading with the Sabena in-flight magazine Sphere. Headphones will also now be free in economy. The passenger can choose his favorite music from 8 different music programs specially recorded for Sabena. He can also watch Sabena's specially compiled video program called Sabena Vision. He has the option of enjoying a full-length movie. Depending on the destination, he can listen to the soundtrack in French or Japanese. The whole flight through, the economy passenger will be able to congratulate himself on his choice of Sabena, because excellence will make the difference between Sabena and an ordinary airline. Another example of Sabena's generous hospitality is our concern for our youngest passengers, for whom such a long trip can easily become boring. We start at reception, where they are promoted to Captain Blue Sky. There is a special recreation area for them where they can play to their heart's content. Throughout the trip, they get special attention from our cabin crew. They receive a meal they will enjoy. They can play with toys and reading material. With Sabena, children are really in the clouds. At many airports, waiting for luggage is an endless chore. The specialists from Sabena have developed a system which ensures that in Brussels, this process goes far more quickly and smoothly. Another important link in the success of Sabena is cooperation with travel agencies and tour organizers. Thanks to an electronic reservation system, there is a permanent dialogue between every online travel agency and Sabena. Sabena is also a member of the Galileo system, which connects more than half the European airlines for their reservations. The implementation of such advanced electronics shows not only the progressive philosophy of Sabena, but is also in practice ensuring smoother and more efficient cooperation within the distribution sector. All these improvements are, of course, excellent, but only if they are put into practice. For our personnel, all the necessary courses and seminars are available to help them adjust to the new conditions. Regular training will ensure our aim to achieve excellence is not undercut by routine.
Le yaka, 16. 17 au mieux, au mieux. Je sais pas où vous avez été chercher le 22, mais ok. Oké. Dus ik veronderstel dat er 1 persoon zit.
For us, service is a daily routine. For the passenger, every flight is a new experience. We are the face of the company, the face of Sabena. It is in our best interest that this face is an expression of the excellence that we are aiming for, that it is a face the passenger will happily meet again. We have all the tools available to make sure that Sabena's intercontinental flights are the passenger's best choice. It is up to us how this choice is made. We must all dedicate ourselves completely to our tasks if we are to achieve our goals for 1989. If we remember that it is our service and our hospitality that can change the balance, that can turn the advantage to our favor, then the quality-conscious passenger will have no other choice. He will choose Sabena.